Whenever we're removing wax deep within the inner 2/3 of the ear canal, or at least I am, I just don't want my patients to suffer any distress or trauma or pain when it's avoidable. So sometimes if there's a little bit of wax that I don't feel comfortable removing on the bony part, it's not significant, we just leave that, because I'd rather leave that than make it a painful experience for the patient. I've had trauma to my ear before as well. I mentioned in yesterday's video that growing up, my mum used to use cotton buds in my ear all the time, and I still vividly remember my left ear when she went a bit deep and it was on the bony part. And that ear to this day is probably still a bit sensitive. When I examine my ear, or get colleagues to do that, there's no visible trauma, but that ear has always remained sensitive still. So if I get a gush of cold air into my ear, for example, that region just feels a bit sensitive. So when you've experienced it yourself, you're more able to empathize with the patient, and obviously you want to avoid them having a similar experience. See the patient's eardrum there fully, just this crusted wax at the entrance here. Just going to stretch the ear open because, as I mentioned, this ear is a lot more narrower, it's a bit more swollen at the entrance. So I'm just hovering over the canal wall there, trying to avoid contact. If we're on the cartilage portion, the outer third, you can apply a bit of pressure. It's not as sensitive, it's more flexible than the bony part of the ear canal. And because the skin that lines the inner 2/3 of the ear canal is only the epidermis layer, it's extremely thin. It's less than 0.1 millimeters in thickness. Whereas the skin that lines the cartilaginous portion, the outer third, that's 1 millimeter in thickness, 10 times thicker. So it provides like a buffer, an insulating pad almost above the cartilage to absorb, almost like a shock absorber. So hence why we can apply a bit more pressure on the cartilaginous portion. Just removed a bit of crusted skin on the roof of the ear canal. Eardrum looks extremely healthy, good light reflex there. Got a nice colour to the ear canal, it's nice and pink. Probably a tad, now that I'm looking at it a bit closer, just where the wax was, it's just compressed slightly, so it's a bit vascularis, but compared to in the past, the patient has had a bit of otitis externa as well, very dry ear canals, and it looks a lot healthier today. That's all the wax keratin that are removed from both ears. You can see different shades of brown there. You've got dark brown, which is more older wax and keratin, that's oxidized, and you've got the lighter shade, which is more freshly secreted wax and dead skin. Well, I hope you enjoyed that video, guys. Take care, keep well, and speak soon. Bye.